Good morning, buenos dias. You find me in the Johan Cruyff Stadium, spending most of the day with Barcelona's second Champions League finalists of the season. The youth team under Giuliano Belletti already won the UEFA Youth League. It's the Champions League for kids against Trabzonspor, would you believe? This lot, although that's the final from 2 seasons ago in Eindhoven, will be playing in Lisbon against Arsenal, and we're here to interview various of the players and the coach, and just to give you a flavour for some of the photos that are on the walls here. Do you recognise any of those guys? The skinny one there, maybe? Do you recognise any of these guys? It's old style, black and white photos, but very, very atmospheric. There's another one there. Pick out anybody you know. So, before getting started today on the weekend review, this is going to be a massive month or so on Revista de la Liga, because we've got the Champions League semi-final. I'm going to the Europa League final. I'm going to Lisbon with these reigning champions of Europe. And we've got the Nations League, where Spain will be attempting to win their second consecutive Nations League trophy, something that no other country has done. And for that reason, we've decided to give a special offer. We want more of you involved. We want our community to grow. I think the monthly fee for joining Revista de la Liga was something like £6. It's down until to £3.50. Join up. That offer lasts until kick-off between Barcelona and Inter Milan at the San Siro on Tuesday night. You know that the way to join is in the description here, or when the email comes through, click to upgrade to paid. You'd be very welcome. It would help us. What a weekend this has been. It's been the resurrection shuffle, I think, in that Barcelona were losing. The resurrection came when they put their stars on the pitch and they won against Valladolid. The bottom team was able to wage war on the likely champions, not guaranteed champions, but Valladolid made it tough for, and under strength, admittedly, Barcelona, and ultimately they won. The Clásico is this weekend, May the 11th. What a beautiful date that is. Dandies, 2 stars, Gothenburg, Real Madrid. This Real Madrid date on the 11th of May will be against Barcelona. And I thought their game was maybe even more interesting, and the resurrection shuffle was partly the theme, because Iago Aspas came on for Celta late in the game. He had a 15-minute cameo against a Real Madrid side that was strolling it. At the beginning of that match, the Arda Güler goal, stunning quality from the young Turk, this 20-year-old who's been underused by Carlo Ancelotti. Then an assist of just exquisite quality. I didn't think I'd see a better goal than Arda Güler feeding Kylian Mbappe with an exquisite, visionary, perfectly weighted ball through the middle, splitting the central defenders of Celta, and Mbappe tucking it away. Now, it turned out I was going to see still better goals, but at the time it didn't seem like it. 3-0 Madrid were winning and strolling it, genuinely, really strolling it, until Aspas comes on. He rips the game up, he opens Madrid's defence up, Asensio goes off, and try and find the assist which Aspas gives to Liliot Svedberg, who makes it 3-2, who makes Real Madrid sweat, that brings jeers and whistles from the very impatient crowd at the Bernabeu. I know I'm easily excitable. I know that I try to transmit real passion every time, but believe me, you will be repaid if you go and find the 3-2 goal for Celta that Aspas creates for his Swedish compatriot. That was enough for Madrid to keep the gap at 4 ahead of the Clásico. And it sent me into a commentary match where Espanyol, one of the revelation teams of the second half of the season, were facing the revelation team of the second half of the season, Betis. Now, Betis put everything into a 2-1 win over Fiorentina last Thursday down in Seville. And honestly, given that Espanyol were leading from relatively early in the match and controlling the defensive aspect really well, by minute 86, it didn't look like anything was going to happen for Manuel Pellegrini's side. And this is my guide to what happened. Fucking pure magic. Go and watch Isco setting up Lo Celso midway through the attacking half of the pitch, and Lo Celso drifting past 4 defenders and burying the ball in Espanyol's net with 4 minutes left off the outside of his left foot. The dribble, the movement, the little shimmy just before he finishes, exquisite. It's my favourite goal of the weekend, but I'll be in the minority because Antony then capped that with a goal coming in off the right side, as he traditionally does, and finishing with his left foot across the penalty area over the best Spanish goalkeeper, many would say, of this season, Joan Garcia, into Joan Garcia's top right-hand corner. And the magic is that you see Isco, that wizard of football, holding his head and shaking it in disbelief at what Antony had just done. It's a long ago story to say, did United really not have any place for this Brazilian? Because he's been shining for Betis since he arrived, and frankly, given how United looked in a disappointing domestic season, losing again against Brentford with half a side out, but how they looked at San Mamés, you can no longer say they've been stupid to loan Antony out. But that man has got magic in his boots. So, take my advice. 1, take advantage of our cup price offer of £3.50 for a month of Revista de la Liga. Join us now. 2, go and find that Arda Güler assist for Kylian Mbappe. 3, feast on the 2 winning goals by Real Betis at Espanyol, because football doesn't come any fucking sexier than that. Sorry for the bad language. # not sorry. Stay tuned.